Okay, so we're not actually working on this side of the yard today. I just want to show you just that tiny little bit of super wet that went down with the 212 the other day. It's actually meant that I don't get dew on the collar anymore. Just that little bit helped that much. And that is a trail from a mace foil. Its tail that it walked from one end of the garden to the other and made that trail. Goeiemorgen mense. Okay, so we're back out in the little LM front section. Just want to show you what's going on over here. So I've started stripping out plants from other areas of the yard. We've pulled them all apart. We've got hennenkekens, we've got some ornamental grasses, mondo dwarf. I'm going to attempt to transplant, well, take a cutting, stick it straight in the ground, and then I'm going to put some goodies together now just to see if I can get a piece of my poinsettia to grow. Elephant ears, lavender, a couple of other bits and bobs, and then the rest is as it was beforehand. You can still see my little dry patch. Grass is looking pretty good though, but I'm going to give it a bit of a boost. In fact, I'm going to give everything a boost. I'm going to spray the lawn and the flower beds all with the same stuff. Let me show you what that is. Okay, so first thing on the list is Natural Kelp Plus, super wet, and then Vuma starter. And the reason that I'm putting in starter is because these have now all been transplanted, and this actually came out from that area that I round up a little while ago. So they've been out the ground, just chilling behind the shed for about 2 or 3 months. And so they definitely need a bit of a kickstart. So the kelp is going to help significantly with that, and the Vuma starter is the right stuff to get this kind of thing going. And there's enough nitrogen. Remember, it's still double the amount of nitrogen and potassium in here as what there are phosphates. So I'm going to do everything in this yard, including this bed that got nailed along with the rest of the grass when I had the termites. And then what I'm going to do is, I had a little bit of leftover EM1. I don't use this stuff anymore because I found the Carbotech is doing much more for me in that regard, so I'm just going to ignore that. But I had a bit left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the cap from this little bugger so that I've got the little venturi here. We're going to jippo it onto this. Well, it's got to sit sideways, but anyway, so that's a gigantic concoction. It's way more than what's required. Wasn't that much. I just topped the rest up with water, so it is somewhat diluted. So yeah, we'll just give that a bit of a shake, let the starter settle in there, and we'll give it a spray. Okay, so just finished with the crude spray, and I think I'm just going to leave it on like this for a while. I mean, it's not typical foliar application to use a venturi system. This is more of drenching type stuff, but it will do the job nonetheless. And I was too lazy to get out the sprayer. Anyway, this is much more fun. So let's have a look quickly, and then in a few hours I'll come back and actually water this in, or just leave it up to the rain. So as you can tell, I wet everything, and you can tell the wetting agent, the super wet, is sitting on the leaf. Tell everything's glossy. The same effect as what I think I would have shown in this video in the beginning is the super wet also helps with dew on the grass, as in it keeps things wet instead of leaving these little droplets. But if you tell the leaf's surface, it's completely shiny, and that's because everything that was in that mix, what is 99% of it, it's all stuck to the leaf. So I'm going to leave it like that, let this stuff do its work, and hopefully these plants will take soon, which they will. Just the Natural Kelp Plus alone will do quite a lot, and now we've got a hefty starter fertilizer in there, and some wetting agent which is going to help the entire back area, which this has never had, and we've got the EM1 microbial booster as well. So yeah, it's all plus. Let's leave it for a while and then we'll check in again. Okay, so weather forecast now tells me that it should rain this afternoon, and it is going to rain a good amount, 15 mil tomorrow. So I'm not going to water this in at all, so I'm going to end the video right here. And then on the next one I'll just give you a bit of an update, see how things are going on this end. to give you a little bit more detail. Per the norm, you should be applying the Vuma starter as a foliar product. So you put it in a knapsack sprayer or any type of pressure sprayer. You spray it out into the leaf's surface. You leave it there for at least 3 to 4 hours. Then you can water the stuff in after that. I sometimes leave it in overnight and then I water it in the next day. But in this circumstance, the leaf is still wet with it, so I'm not doing it properly, but everything else in there needed a drench, so I'm just decided to do it that way. And another reason for just wanting to put down the 212 fertilizer here is because this back section hasn't been properly fertilized, heavy NPK value, in a good number of months, so it is time now to do it. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing it before we go into autumn. Anyway, I think that's it. We'll call it a day. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button so that you can get reminded every time I put out a new video. Please jump to Instagram, Facebook, and you can send me messages there, or jump onto the website and email me if you have any questions about products or what to do with different products. And yeah, cheers.